All right, we are live here in the Pace Studio with Samantha Fish. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today. Can you tell us a little bit about this first song you're going to play for us?
I'm going to play you a song off my new album, Chills and Fever. It's called Crow Jane. It's an old classic archive song, but I'm doing I kind of got inspired by the Skip James version of it, so. Here we go. It's called Crow Jane.
Hold your head high, 'cause someday, babe, you know you gotta die. I wanna buy me a pistol, want me 40 rounds of ball. I shoot Crow Jane just to see it fall. And I dug that woman's grave with a silver spade. My Crow Jane place. And the reason I beg Crow Jane, don't you hold your head high, 'cause someday, babe, you know you gotta die. Well, don't you hold your head high, 'cause someday, babe, you know you gotta die. Well, I never miss my water till my well went dry. I didn't miss Crow Jane until the day she died. And I dug that woman's grave 8 feet in the ground. I didn't feel sorry till they let it down. And the reason I beg Crow Jane, don't you hold your head high, 'cause someday, baby, ooh, I'm gonna die. Oh, no, no. Na, 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 yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was great. So while you're tuning here, I'll ask you a little bit about the album. I know that you recorded it in Detroit, and that city obviously has such a rich musical history. Did recording there influence the sound or the music at all?
Absolutely. I mean, we were recording songs from like 1950s and 60s Motown and R&B. All the songs on the record are covers. You know, we utilized members of this band called the Detroit Cobras. So yeah, Detroit played a huge part in the sound of the record. I mean, everything from Motown to punk rock. I mean, to me, it's a soul rock and roll record. So Detroit has definitely creeped in.
Perfect for that. And can you tell us a little bit about this next song you're going to play for us?
This next song is by a girl group called The Cinemas. And it's called Never Gonna Cry. Sorry we talk about this crazy tuning thing.
Yeah, no worries. Whenever you're ready.
I think I'm there. Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
So I'm curious how, you mentioned that they're covers and a lot of them are older songs. How did you first get exposed to this music that has obviously been such an influence on you? Was this something you grew up listening to, or?
Well, when I first started singing, I was really into soul singers. But, I formed a rock and roll trio kind of thing. So, I mean, my vocal stylings kind of leaned a little heavier towards rock and roll. So this was just another avenue of to express myself. And I've always wanted to sing more in a soul-oriented way, but it's just, application. And, since I could remember, it's like I was so into Ray Charles and Otis Redding and Aretha Franklin and Etta James. And, so then you kind of go further down the rabbit hole and start finding these older, more obscure cuts. And, that's...
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you've got one more for us. Can you
Yeah.
let us know what it is?
This is the title cut.
Oh, perfect.
This is the title cut. It's called Chills and Fever by Ronnie Love. Oh, chills and fever. Oh, chills and fever. Oh. Chills and fever, chills and fever, what you give to me when you hold my hand. Tell me that you're my loving man. Kiss me and squeeze me tight. Tell me, baby, you wanna love all night. I get a lot. Chills and fever, oh. Chills and fever, oh. Chills and fever, what you give to me when it's late at night. And when you hold me tight, tell me that you love me so I'll never, ever, ever let you go. I get a lot. Chills and fever, oh. Chills and fever, oh. Chills and fever, what you give to me, well, alright, well. Call me anytime, I come running, rain or shine. Tell me that you love me so I'll never, ever, ever let you go. I get a lot. Chills and fever, oh. Chills and fever, no, no. Chills and fever, what you give to me, I get a lot. Chills and fever, oh. Chills and fever, no, no. Chills and fever, what you give to me, I get a lot. Chills and fever, oh. Chills and fever, no, no, no. Chills and fever, what you give to me. Thanks.
Sounded great.
Thank you.
So before we let you go, do you want to let people who are tuned in know where they can next see you play live?
Yeah, we're gonna be all over. Tonight we're in New Jersey at the Stanhope House. We're playing New York on Friday, the Highline Ballroom. But we'll be all over the country here. Cool. This summer, Telluride, 420 Fest, the Sweetwater thing in Atlanta. But they can find us online, SamanthaFish.com.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.